backwater, approximately 2 nautical miles in length. You will navigate out on the seaward side, return on the bay side. Reporting back here by 1700. Gives you 3 hours. Hit the sun. You have embarrassed me for the last time. Mr. Whitwire, what are you doing? Hit the surf, Master Chief. This ain't a pleasure cruise. Get your new toys. Drop off! Yesterday was the last easy day you're gonna see. Of your stupid butt. You're a bunch of no-accounts. What are you waiting for, an invitation from the water gods? Get it, move on! Mama swim, Mama swim. You gotta jump right in. You gotta jump right in. Mama swim, Mama swim. Watch out for dorsal fin. Watch out for dorsal fin. We got a pressure drop. Oh, pressure drop. Oh, pressure gonna drop on you. Oh, pressure drop. Oh, pressure drop. Shut up!
Shut the freak up! Who told you to sing that stupid song?
Slurred speech, lack of proper motor control, short-term amnesia, all early signs of hypothermia.
Advanced hypothermia will be easy to detect in a classmate. He'll look dead.
In situations of extreme cold, you can always depend on body heat to save your butt. And I don't mean your own.
Then why aren't you all over the man next to you? Get it up! Get up! Climb on those backs! You can't feel the guy next to you up against your butt. You ain't in tight enough. Instructor Pyro. Yes, sir. Give me a nice cup of hot chocolate. Walking, boss. I'm looking for people who can think clearly under stress. I don't care how tough you might be physically. Brain check. A C-130 takes off from Jacksonville at 0600 with 4 boat crews. 6 SEALs to a crew. 2 pilots, 1 navigator. At 0930, that C-130 lands in 3 Rivers, Michigan, and boards 8 Delta operators. 1100, that C-130 crashes near Seven Hills, Ohio, and 4 SEALs die in that crash. Tell me how many men survived, and you're out of the water. Miller.
How many SEALs?
You failed this evolution. Mr. Flea.
24. No. 25 men, Master Chief.
Your lucky day, sir. I'll only fail you once for 2 wrong answers. All right, last chance for early reprieve. O'Neill, how many men survived?
That would depend, Master Chief, on how many women were aboard.
For the sake of reality, let's say none.
That would be 31 men.
Beat 'em.
I remember my dad caught me. We're out in the garage, trying to be quiet, but eventually you start yelling because of the static. He comes out. If you're gonna use cellular, that's fine, but I'm not paying for it. You can get a summer job. So I got free and clear after that, man. It's great. It's clear. Got a good deal, too. So, you ever get caught? No. Of course.
The new Sprint PCS Free and Clear plan, $29.99 for 500 minutes, all with nationwide long distance.
Is that Reynolds Wrap foil I hear, Betty?
I'm making chicken packets.
Pat?
Place ingredients on heavy-duty Reynolds Wrap. Fold into packets and bake.
Made it in less than 20 minutes.
Me too. Packet cooking with Reynolds Wrap.
Allow me to clean up.
Need a new look? Get the Mouse. It doesn't just sand. It also scrubs, removes, and polishes. It's a whole new breed of tool. The Mouse, built by Black & Decker.
all-new Ford Escape. It's not what you do for a living. It's what you live to do. Ford Outfitters. No boundaries.
Come and play a game with me. We'll have fun together. Wait and see. It's me and you and me. Come and play a game with me.
Parker Brothers and Milton Bradley bring you My First Games. Games that'll have them counting and taking turns as young as 3. They take just minutes, but think of what you'll share.
Come and play a game with me.
Come on, let's go.
Sweetie, I'm sorry. I can't stay on the line. We're going to miss our flight. Well, I wish you could go too. Yes, I know how much you love Walt Disney World, but we can't take you with us this time. Well, for one thing, I don't think your wife and children would appreciate it.
Okay.
If you think a Walt Disney World vacation isn't the same without the kids, you're absolutely right. Call 1-407-WDisney and make the dream come true.
A little of your time can make a lifetime of difference because kids with something to do are less likely to do drugs.
Standing right in front of them.
You can help. Call toll-free 1-877-KIDS-313 to find out about community drug prevention programs.
I can keep a kid off drugs.
No comment. You gotta fabricate a new motive.
Richard Bay will cheat.
You snap. You hit her from behind.
I never cracked my objection.
He's going down again, this time with nothing to appeal.
That's all. You have to leave.
An all-new practice, ABC Sunday, 10/9 Central.
It only takes 15 minutes to get a mammogram, and only a moment to remind someone you love to get one. Caught early, breast cancer has a 95% survival rate, so it's important for women 40 and over to get regular mammograms. St. Vincent's routinely has 2 physicians evaluate every mammogram. You automatically get a second opinion, so we catch more cancer. We even offer a women's center at Rich's River Chase Galleria. Remind someone you love to get a mammogram. Call St. Vincent's today.
To a kid, this is a good deal. But you've grown up, you expect more, and you get it with Arby's 5 for $5.95 mix and match deal. Any combination of 5 roast beefs and beef and cheddars for this special limited time only price. 3 and 2, 4 and 1, your choice. You don't want to miss this. The 5 for $5.95 mix and match deal. Only at Arby's now that your tastes have grown up.
Pinpoint Neighborhood WeatherNet, brought to you by PowerTel. 100% digital, 100% affordable. ABC 3340, the only station with Pinpoint Neighborhood WeatherNet. You see changes in weather conditions live as they happen. Weather units bringing you immediate weather data from your neighborhood. Pinpoint Neighborhood WeatherNet, only on ABC 3340. Brought to you by PowerTel. 100% digital, 100% affordable. He was born in the Ukraine, an orphan with only one arm and a cleft palate. But Alex didn't let these challenges keep him down. Adopted by a loving couple here in Birmingham, now they share their story of hope with you. Meet this child who is a gift of love. Monday at 6, only on ABC 3340. The Iron Bowl. It's always the biggest game of the year. This year, it's bigger. Join the ABC 3340 sports team for Iron Bowl 2000, Thursday at 6:30. Jeff Spiegel, only on ABC 3340.
Best-selling Mitsubishis. Hurry, this deal ends soon.
Nothing is stronger than Secret Platinum Protection. It's the strongest form of antiperspirant you can get without a prescription. Strong enough for a man, but pH balanced for a woman.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like a dozen mixed.
I highly recommend the cream-filled. 5 stars.
Well, now, if you like the cream-filled, you should try the eclairs, popular in France.
By the way, customers who bought eclairs also bought raspberry jelly donuts and bear claws.
Can I interest you in a book on donuts?
Amazon.com changed the way people shop.
I suppose you want these individually gift wrapped?
HP technology makes it happen.
In my day, we only had glazed.
These boys are too young to be hired legally.
This is not 1912. This is not a cotton field in Texas. This is Sharon Losey's 6th grade class.
Welcome to the Child Labor Wax Museum.
And this is a child learning.
When a child takes what they've learned and brings it to life, it becomes a part of them.
This is the power of learning.
All they wanted to do was make music. Instead, they changed the world.
The Beatles were so much ahead of their time in everything.
Exclusive interviews with today's biggest names.
They influenced everything that I've ever done.
Experience the legend.
They were the first. It will never be repeated.
The Beatles Revolution, ABC Friday.
Who's got style? I think Keyshawn has a pretty good style.
Dion's just total style.
The guy's always dressed impeccably.
Ain't nobody beats Sap's hairdo.
There's no better style than that.
But he's got the game to back it up.
Namath, man. The fur coats, the pantyhose.
You know, I guess if you look good on the field, you play better. And to me, that's style.
A beautiful young wife, dying on the bedroom floor. Her husband says she shot herself, but did she? A dramatic 2020 Downtown Monday.
When a migraine's coming, you can feel it, so you should start fighting the pain fast. With new Advil Migraine, the only migraine medicine in a liquid-filled form. Start controlling the migraine before it takes control of you. Advil Migraine.
When I get sinus pain and pressure up here, I need to get rid of it fast. So I trust Advil Cold and Sinus. It's got that Advil power you know, plus a decongestant. That's why they call it Advil Cold and Sinus.
Sleeping bag for his first sleepover, $40. Backpack, $18.
Sorry about that. Hey, buddy, you couldn't sleep, huh?
Walkie-talkies, $25. Going home, priceless. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. Win a house in our Home for the Holiday sweepstakes. Go to mastercard.com.
Vacation. A vacation to me is windsurfing, or it's diving, or whatever. But and with the cruise ship, you get it all. We had the great meals. You unpack once. You don't have the hassles of a typical vacation, going here, going there. You know, you might stay at one hotel, but have to drive to a restaurant for dinner, or whatever. It's like an all-inclusive resort that goes to different places.
Absolutely. Best value around.
Yeah.
Carnival really does an awesome job.
When does the number 0 mean more than just 0? How about when it's 0 down, plus 0 payments, and 0 interest for 1 year for qualified buyers on every new Oldsmobile? That's 0 to pay for 1 whole year on the incredible lineup of 2000 and 2001 Oldsmobiles. So see your local Oldsmobile dealer today before these zeros disappear. Limitations apply. Call 1-888-255-OLDS for details.
This is not a couch. It's a crash pad and a greasy spoon and Custer's Last Stand. It's where you live. And Febreze cleans away odors life leaves behind. Febreze, the cleaner clean for where you live. Now there's a new Febreze formula made for another spot in the house. New Febreze for the wash laundry additive eliminates odors in one wash. So for odor-free, truly clean-smelling clothes, get new Febreze for the wash.
She could hear nothing but silence. She could see nothing but darkness. From the wonderful world of Disney, the triumphant story of Helen Keller and her teacher Annie Sullivan.
How do I make her understand?
The Miracle Workers, Sunday 7, 6 Central on ABC.
Coming to Dharma and Greg, the big birth, the big baby naming.
Let's name him
Sunshine Space Tweezers.
No!
But first, they've always been from different worlds, but this
You cannot join the army.
is their biggest challenge.
Dharma, there's nothing to talk about.
Tuesday, 9, 8 Central on ABC.
We'd love to see you smile.
At McDonald's, we know value is about more than just great prices. It's also about great food and having a great time. Hey, anything for a smile.
Introducing our juicy Big Extra sandwich, now only 99 cents. It's our beefiest burger with special seasoning seared right in, topped off with fresh lettuce and tomato. All for only 99 cents every day. And we'll make it hot, fresh, right to order. Why?
We love to see you smile.
Check out our everyday values like the 99-cent Big Extra.
Buffalo Rock and ABC 3340 salute Pepsi's Student of the Week for achievements in academics and leadership.
Northside High, Stephanie Heinfeld is assertive yet well-mannered, cooperative, and optimistic in her relationships with others. Stephanie has maintained a strong 4.0 grade point average while participating as an active member of the National Honor Society, Interact, SAFE, the Spanish Club, the National Beta Club, and serves as a varsity cheerleader. Stephanie always expresses a positive attitude and is always interested in the ideas and concepts of others.
Buffalo Rock, Pepsi, and ABC 3340 congratulate this week's Student of the Week.
Your Tuscaloosa New Car Dealers Association is giving it back. It's the Charity Challenge, and who's going to win? You.
Lochner's going to take the challenge.
Buy a new car or truck, and a donation is made in your name to the United Way. You'll get the car or truck of your choice. The United Way gets a donation. Everybody wins.
A 2000 Dakota, 0 down and only $259 a month at 0.9 APR.
The Tuscaloosa New Car Dealers Association is giving it back during the Charity Challenge.
John Oldshoe, only on ABC 3340.
One team, a football team, driving down Soldier Field with,
1:13 left on the clock.
1 minute, 13 seconds left on the clock, and
no timeouts left.
No timeouts left because the coach has stupidly used them all up.
Football fans can find anything they need at Chicago's Electra Electronics, provided they have Visa. Because if you try to use American Express,
and we score!
You don't have a prayer.
Yeah!
Visa, it's everywhere NFL fans want to be.
Presto Pizzazz Pizza Oven. From freezer to perfect in minutes. Set it for pizza the way you want. Crispy crust, bubbly top, or both. Watch it cook right before your eyes to know it's done the way you want. So delicious you won't believe it was frozen. While ordinary ovens are heating, you're eating. Regular crust, rising crust.
Pizzazz!
From Presto.
Is it possible to fit everything you love in 1 square inch? Lusciously rich cheesecake bites, and now new carrot cake bites. Nobody doesn't like Sara Lee.
Final answer?
Celebrity Edition, ABC Sunday, 9/8 Central. Tuesday.
We're putting this band together.
A son's dream and a father's expectations collide.
Maybe you should just put this band thing on hold for a while.
And it will all come to a breaking point.
I'm not going to stand by and watch you make the biggest mistake of your life.
The critics call it first class, and all new Once and Again, ABC Tuesday, 10/9 Central.
Our business has always been about the direct relationship with the customer. That's what it's always about. What do you want to use a computer for?
I guess the biggest priority is getting online.
I want to make home movies and edit them on the computer.
I'd like to know what I should buy for a teacher.
Give us a call and tell us what you want to do. We'll set you up with a Gateway Essential PC, Intel Celeron processor, and a Year of America Online, all for under $23 a month. Because in Gateway Country, people rule.
That's what it's all about.
Ready Whip is the only leading whip topping that's made from real cream. Our inspectors wouldn't have it any other way. Ready Whip. The real seal means real cream.
It's gonna get cold, so get to Burlington Coat Factory today for the best selection of coats on the planet. Over 15,000 coats in every store. The same famous label and designer coats you'll see in fine department stores, but at prices way lower than their sale prices. That's why millions of people buy their coats at Burlington Coat Factory. So be smart. For selection, quality, and savings, nobody comes close.
This holiday season, 7-Up wishes everyone a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, Feliz Navidad, Birdie, Skirty, Shooty, Clerk, Le Fume, Le Fromage, c'est magnifique, Kudakabate, and of course, Akbaka Fakacha.
Imagine blue on 10 cups of coffee. Vortex, a new color for the new Beetle.
Farm animals.
Now.
Ready? Nervous captain. Indigestion? You're an exorcist.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
ABC Wednesday.
I'm trying to tell you that I'm late.
Drew, a daddy?
Well, then get out of here. Go get it.
Then Charlie giving marriage advice?
Paul, you can't give up. There are so many great things about being married. I have no idea what they are.
It's an all-new Spin City after Drew Carey. See you Wednesday on ABC.
Hello, everyone. I'm Valerie Carter in the ABC 3340 newsroom. Here's what's coming up tonight at 10. A shooting in North Birmingham leaves at least one person dead and sends another to the hospital at 10. We'll have an update on what happened. Plus, it was a beautiful day for a parade. Coming up at 10, we'll take you to downtown Birmingham as we pause to remember the country's veterans. Join us for these stories, plus a look at Saturday Sports Final tonight at 10 on ABC 3340.
Okay, check these out. The Tundra and the Tacoma. Can't make them any better, right? Wrong. Buy or lease either one right now and Toyota will make your first 3 payments or give you $1,000 towards your down payment. Hey, these aren't deferred payments you have to make later on. Toyota will make your first 3 payments or give you $1,000 towards your down payment on any new Tacoma or Tundra you buy or lease before November 21st. So don't end up being the first recorded case of non-buyer's remorse. Toyota. Choose wisely.
Thanks for calling Domino's. Andy? May I take your order? Hey, I know we're busy, but we still make all of our pizzas by hand.
At Domino's, our pizzas are made by hand and delivered hot to your door.
Domino's. Bad Andy. Good pizza.
Now get 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for only $10.99. That's 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas for just $10.99. Made fresh when you call and delivered hot to your door. Call Domino's now.
Oh, it looks so beautiful. Hey, honey, what's the matter?
Mommy, I can't sleep.
You're just excited about tomorrow, Dan. Back into bed, Tiger.
Come to Lowe's for a great selection of trees and trimmings. At prices so low, you won't know when to stop decorating. Lowe's. Great gifts, great prices.
Valerie Carter, only on ABC 3340.
Michigan. And here's Thomas again. They'd like to get
against Indiana. Joe Harrington of Oregon, well, he knows he'll go to the Rose Bowl if he knocks off Oregon State. And State is still alive. And the #1 team in the nation with Josh Heupel goes up against Texas Tech. It's coming up next. the Ohio State fans see me, they still think of Michigan and my son Brian.
Right.
And I say, heck with Michigan. I'm not a Michigan guy. I'm a Purdue guy. You know? I'm rooting for Purdue.
Well, we'll be trying to keep track of that one as we head out of here. That's one of the regional games you'll see.
Well, what Coop wants him to do.
Field goal. Maybe jam it in there again and make them go 99 yards if they don't get the touchdown. They're out of timeouts. And again, the officials was there. Goss was as well.
You almost feel like if he would have stayed on the ground and not jumped, he might have been able to run this ball in. He had to jump over a player that was laying on the ground, but they looked like there was some gaps where he might have been able to run it in.
And now the clock is going to wind down. Forget regional action, some great games, some great, including the Civil War. The Beavers home to the Ducks. Rose Bowl implications there. Same for Purdue. If they win, they go. Clemson's already. That's all on ABC yet to come today. So it's a triple-header day.
Always a big one down there.
Yep. And this one in its 97th renewal started over 100 years ago. And it's come down to a fourth.
Who you're going to be with, when you're going to be back, then that's a sign that he's tending to you.
Sign number 4. If the relationship seems nearly perfect or too good to be true, Dr. Caldwell says you're probably right.
When there's a lot of romance and passion in a relationship, while that's very often necessary to get the relationship launched, or we seem to think it is, it really does transport us to a very unreal world. And all of a sudden, our ability to make sound judgments is diminished.
Sign number 5, patterns of abuse. She says it starts out by controlling relationships with friends and family.
Romantic liars tend to be verbally abusive, if not physically abusive.
And finally, sign number 6, intuition and other internal states. Experts say listen to that little voice inside you.
It's very easy to say, well, wait a minute, I don't want to be irrational. You know, I don't want to act a certain way for no apparent reason, if only just to take a really long, deep breath and pause and start looking at the relationship a bit more closely.
Dr. Sally Caldwell says these signs apply to both men and women. She says that men usually lie about availability, personal tragedy, and income, and women tend to lie about how many times they've been married and how many kids they have.
Well, coming up on ABC 3340 News at 6, live from Tuscaloosa. I know you're going to have another special report, The Truth About Lying. You can find out how to spot a liar, whether it's in business, politics, or in marriage.
Well, Dave, a lot of people had a chance to meet former Alabama player Joe Namath today. He was in the Magic City. Governor Don Sigmund proclaimed this day in his honor, Joe Namath Day, and he was here. A lot of folks had a chance to meet him because of his Broadway Joe's commitment to arthritis treatment. The former New York Jets player has arthritis.
The pain is always there. It doesn't go away. No matter what you're doing, whether you're with your child or whether you're going to a movie, whether you're whatever, in the back of your head is that pain, and also each step almost is a very careful thing.
It's estimated that more than 700,000 Alabamians have arthritis.
Well, I think you can tell from the way Linda and I are dressed tonight that it's very cold out here. And as you get ready for the game tomorrow, you better be prepared for some cold weather and be sure to wear extra layers of clothing. Now, the ER doctors say that you need to dress in layers to trap the heat. Be sure to wear rainproof clothing to keep your clothes dry. Also, wear a wool scarf, a sweater, and a hat for wind protection. You can wear long johns to keep your bottom warm while you're sitting on those cold bleachers. And it's better if you don't drink. Dr. Heidi Capana says it's not going to make you warmer. It will actually make you colder.
Whenever you see James Spann with his hat on, you know it's time to put on some layers outside.
Those of us guys with no hair up here have to do something to keep that head warm. You'll see Rita with a hat in just a minute. The big question, will it rain at the game tomorrow? How cold will it be? We've got all the answers coming up. But first off, I've got to roll some Kid Cam video. Before coming to Tuscaloosa, I was in Attalla, Alabama. Boy, those guys were decked out in the Alabama Auburn outfits. That Stowers Hill Intermediate School. Red velvet cake, another cake, and a sweatshirt, and a lot of Linda Mays fans. Look at them all. That was a huge crowd out there today. So again, thank you, Stowers Hill Intermediate School in Attalla, for a great visit. And coming up next, your kickoff forecast for the Iron Bowl and the complete weekend weather, all coming up next as ABC 3340 News at 5 o'clock continues.
Looking to save more and spend less this holiday season? With the Chrysler Holiday Sale, you can do just that. Because now you can save over $2,300.
Alabama, this place will be rocking tomorrow with Iron Bowl 2000. Big question, what's that weather going to do? We had the soaking rain yesterday. Skies tried to clear today, but another storm is on the way, and it's really an interesting weekend forecast we have coming up. We'll start the weather with our live Pinpoint Neighborhood Weather Net. This is live weather from where we are in Tuscaloosa. Now 41 degrees, the dew point 32. We should be below freezing after midnight tonight. If you're going to a high school game, be sure and dress warmly. The humidity 69%, the wind out of the west, and a little rain just after midnight late last night. Look at the other observations around the state. Already in the 30s now in Cullman and Hamilton, Gadsden 42, Birmingham at 43, and Anniston now at 45 degrees. Chilly air across the southeastern United States. We have 37 now at Huntsville, Memphis down to 36, the Birmingham airport at 43, and even on the Gulf Coast at chilled air, Mobile at 47. The rain is not that far away, makes us a little nervous for the daytime hours tomorrow. The rain is generally south of the line from Grove Hill to Montgomery and Auburn, but with that being so close, we're going to mention the chance of some rain during the day tomorrow, but the bulk of that will likely come after dark tomorrow night. Satellite view showing a very active subtropical jet stream right over Alabama, and that means not very much sunshine throughout the weekend. Now let's run our pinpoint weather predictor. Now if the predictor is correct, the rain will hold off until after the game. Notice the rain over South Alabama tomorrow, the bulk of the rain coming late tomorrow evening, but again, to be on the safe side, we'll mention the chance of some rain. Here's our specific game forecast for tomorrow. A mostly cloudy and cold day. Maybe some rain, especially in the second half. 47 at kickoff, 45 by the fourth quarter. Here's a look now at our 7-day planner. Rain beginning tomorrow night, rain likely on Sunday, cold and wet. Then next week, approaching Thanksgiving, cool and dry, lows below freezing Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday morning. You know, I go back with this stadium a long way. I used to sell programs here to get into the game at halftime free when I was about 9 or 10 years old. So it's kind of neat to see this game coming here. It's going to be a big day tomorrow.
Yeah, everyone's excited.
Yeah.
Thanks,
the game
James.
kicks off at 2:30 tomorrow.
2:30 tomorrow. As a matter of fact, can you believe we're less than 24 hours away from this showdown?
And even though it's been a bad year, this is the last time for the seniors their chance to shine in the crimson jerseys. Mike Reda in sports next.
Hello, I'm Kenny Burke. Call Standard Heating and Air today. We're now offering this new carrier replacement natural gas furnace installed for about $1 a day.
Exciting. Defending the home turf. You see, Auburn was very successful in its first defense at Jordan-Hare Stadium back in 1989. And last year's embarrassing defeat at the hands of the Tide means that Alabama's got to do a lot more to prevent the same thing from happening here. The enemy has arrived in Tuscaloosa without shame.
We don't sneak anywhere behind enemy lines. We're Auburn fans. We go proudly forward.
The UA campus has survived military attacks before. This building, one of the few to survive the Civil War. Saturday's enemy doesn't wear camouflage, though.
Including to the Bear Bryant Museum. We've been all over the place. But we went there, and you had to pay to get in. You get in Auburn's museum free of charge.
The visitors from Auburn are planning to paint the town, well, orange and blue.
Just say War Eagle everywhere you go.
Yeah.
The indoctrination starts early in this uncivil war. There may even be POWs after the sun sets on the Tide season.
My husband's already told me he won't get me out of jail if they put me in jail. So, Mama, come get me after the game.
I'm sure there are a lot of people who'd be willing to bail her out. The dirty little secret around this area, if you've lived here for any length of time, is that there are a lot of Auburn fans who live in the Tuscaloosa area. So not all the people in orange and blue are going to be totally unfamiliar with the environment, but certainly a lot of people making the first trip ever to Tuscaloosa for an Auburn football game. Reporting live from the Quad, Ike Piggott, ABC 3340.
All right, thanks a lot, Ike. But they're certainly quieter here outside of the stadium. We've heard several roll tides from people in the traffic, but nothing from Auburn fans yet, anyway.
Not yet, but tomorrow's a different story, no question about that. Well, there's certainly plenty more to do from the capstone on Iron Bowl 2000 activities, but right now we're going to go back to the ABC 3340 studio where ABC 3340's Pam Huff has the news of the day. Pam?
Thank you, Josh and Brenda. Bessemer Police Chief Ray Adams confirms there is a case of blue flu going around his department tonight.
How many people did you have calling sick on the second shift today?
13.
13, and how many people normally work on a shift?
Probably about 15 to 20.
So is that what you would call a sick out by the department?
I think it's a sick out.
Adams' attempt to cure the sick out was to issue a memo requiring any officer who calls in sick to return with a doctor's note or be considered AWOL. Officers say that they expect 100% participation in the sick out until the city council and the mayor come to the bargaining table with a raise and improved benefits for those officers. Bessemer officers are among the lowest paid in Jefferson County. Chief Adams called in reserve officers, special forces personnel, and he also alerted the sheriff's department to help cover the second shift. However, this afternoon, he still wasn't sure exactly how that third shift is going to get covered. We'll continue to follow the story tonight. Former Jefferson County Sheriff Mike Hale wants back in law enforcement. In fact, he is a candidate now for police chief of Pell City. ABC 3340 has learned that the city will make its final choice Monday afternoon. Now, we caught up with Hale as he went in for a second interview today. Hale lost the sheriff's job here in Jefferson County when the state Supreme Court overturned an earlier ruling that gave the election to Hale over Sheriff Jim Woodward. For the first time, Hale talked publicly about federal charges recently dropped against Woodward. Those charges stemmed from Woodward's re-election campaign.
I followed it like everybody else. I think that running background checks on 1,800 and so African Americans in the Bessemer cutoff, I don't think that's right. Whether it's criminal or not, that's up to the courts to decide.
Did the prosecution blow the case, though?
Well, I don't know about that.
A federal judge threw out the case against Woodward after deciding prosecutors had failed to release vital documents to the defense. Don't look for a winner in the presidential election again this weekend. Late today, the Florida Supreme Court forbade Secretary of State Katherine Harris from certifying a winner. Harris had planned to do so tomorrow after all the overseas ballots are counted. Instead, the justices said they wanted to maintain the status quo. That means that manual recount underway in Palm Beach and also in Broward County will go on. A hearing is set for Monday. Early returns from overseas ballots, though, give George W. Bush 81 votes to Gore's 36 votes. Still ahead on the news at 6, we're going to explore the question, why do people lie? An expert explains how you can tell whether someone is being truthful. And we'll also hear from one of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of Alabama football. Brenda got to sit down for a one-on-one interview with Joe Namath. Live from in your marriage. Well, apparently it is in the gestures. Experts tell us that an individual who is lying makes up to 300% more nervous gestures than usual. In this special report, Truth About Lying, one expert shows you a rather unusual way to spot a liar. ABC 3340's Linda Mays reports.
Do you always tell the truth?
Do you think I'm fat?
No, you're fluffy. Most of us look at a person's eyes, face, and hands when we talk to